Welcome to the African Cup of Nations 2019 in Mauritius. Today we have the intense rivalry, South Sudan playing Sudan here. We've got second place and fourth place in the group playing for that spot in the next round, the quarterfinals. Samuel Layton joins me here as Hello. James Cartwright must be coming as he's shitting or something again.
I heard he had alcohol poisoning last night. Apparently he walked 3 hours back to his hotel, they said. Classic, really.
Can't be trusted. But with us today we have Karun Chandok.
Karun is down there at the stadium, yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been following the AFCON really, really closely, so looking forward to getting involved and seeing what this game has to offer. Two good sides, I believe, going in at it. Both with an opportunity to go through, which always adds to the atmosphere, really.
Yeah, and both teams missing key players today, with South Sudan missing their goaltender.
Yeah, South Sudan missing the goalkeeper. Gennaro was sent off last time out. And they've actually put, I don't know who they've got him, but he's a big lad, isn't he?
He's 2 metres tall, yep, so the biggest lad they could find.
So he's starting goal, which is going to be a surprise for him, seeing as though we turned up to the tournament expecting to play outfield. And Sudan missing Ibrahim, their centre half, so a right back filling in as the deputy in this one.
Indeed, in the rain.
In the rain, thunderstorms this morning, so it wasn't the most pleasant getting to the commentary booth, but we're here.
At the Jamal Komamon Stadium.
One of the smaller grounds, isn't it? But it certainly has more atmosphere than the Angeli, I certainly think.
It definitely has an atmosphere here, yep. Plenty of flags there and the Fuck Sudan sign.
Which is not what the Sudanese are going to be happy about seeing, really, are they?
I think tensions might flare up here.
They might indeed flare up. I would expect to see some nasty challenges coming in. You never know. This could be the last game for some of these guys as South Sudan line up in the 4-4-2.
Athiu, the replacement net tender.
They'll be happy to have James Morgan outfield this time, though.
Certainly will be. He's been a key player.
A real difference maker. And Sudan, you can see Omar Suleiman. He fits in at centre-back in the replace of Ibrahim. So pretty much unchanged other than the suspensions.
Yep, similar lineups apart from the suspensions. There's the ball of this tournament. Samuel, a little prediction of the score?
I think it's going to be a close game. I think South Sudan have got the edge in this one. I think they'll win it 2-1, 2-0.
It's a close one, this one. So yeah, I'm expecting a draw maybe, but we'll soon find out.
Tournament on the line for some of these players out here.
And we are underway here at the Stade Jamal Komamon.
And there's Duka Jock getting it.
South Sudan playing in the green and Sudan playing in their all-white kit.
They could have worn the red kit, but I think just with the darkness of today's fixture, maybe wearing the white was a bit of a benefit for them. As Mozamil, who's got a couple of goals already in this tournament.
Cut out nicely by Duka Jock there, doing a job at right back today.
He's been a good player this tournament. This man's also been good, Aluk Akesh.
Yep, Aluk Akesh there. James Moga didn't fancy the 1-2 to a look there, and probably should have in the end, as the ball falls to Sudan.
And here is El Tahir, who's been a decent player, certainly a player I remember hearing about, so he can't have been that bad. Ahmed does start in this game, actually. I forgot to say that was a change to the Sudanese lineup. Other than that, really, they've just got the same kind of formation. Here's Mozamil. Sudan trying to play a little bit of keep ball.
Look, Akesh wins that back.
Akesh gets there. Now they've got an opportunity to break. Stopped there by Abdullah.
How do the wet conditions affect the ball on days like today?
I think it certainly is going to make a difference to the sides.
It's one of the heavier thunderstorms we've seen, and that one's just wide.
Mozamil just wide of the post there. Probably could have connected better with that one. I don't really understand why they've played it in like this. Probably should have gone back outside, but he's beaten his man.
He's done well there to just skip past a man.
And they certainly need the win, don't they, Sudan? If they get a win in this game, they can get themselves through.
Yep.
But it's I don't feel like they're going to.
South Sudan with 1 win and 1 loss, and Sudan have only managed to draw so far this tournament.
So we can get them under 4 points. The other two teams in this group, though, you'd imagine one of them will go home because we haven't seen many draws in this tournament so far. Here is Yasir Mozamil now. What can he do? Still has it. Goes into the middle. Hassan. And it certainly does get tight up there, doesn't it? Just outside the edge of the area. Certainly a lot of players. Mozamil could have cut it out, but decided didn't want to.
Elta here, strong there to win the ball back off James Mulga.
James Mulga, I'd imagine, if South Sudan advance, certainly going to be one of the players of the tournament for me.
And that one's dealt with.
If in doubt, get it out, and he certainly was in doubt there, and that ball is certainly out.
It certainly is.
And there's a good throw to Ahmed.
The cross comes in there and
it's hooked away. That was well over the bar there, wasn't it? But I think he felt like he had to have a go. That's not a bad ball in, is it?
It was a good ball in, yep, just couldn't get a header on it. And the speculative effort here.
I mean, those ones, sometimes you have to hit them, but I think...
well, it looked like Athiu had that one in, anyway.
Athiu was confident, wasn't he? He knew where his goal was. And it's good. Do you know what position he actually is?
A centre forward, yeah.
Well, he's normally used to putting them past the keeper.
Yeah, so he might have that advantage of knowing what the keeper's thinking.
He does have a big boot on him there, but unfortunately just to a Sudanese player. And I just wonder, it's been a bit cagey so far, the start, not really...
Yep.
I think then that second half kicks in when there's kind of the game on the line. We might see a few more.
Nicely done from Alok Akesh there.
A catch, still a catch. And Ahmed. Agubala Abdullah. Abdul Maneem, the man who, for me, has the goal of the tournament so far.
Oh, put the screen up there.
Oh, and Ahmed just runs straight into the defence. A catch. And is that Atakluwal there, or is it Atakluwal?
It's certainly not an eye there, is it?
No, I believe it reads Atakluwal.
Here's James Mulga offside there.
And that was a good chance there. Sudan being relatively safe at the back so far, but a player like James Mulga can really turn this game around. And that performance, I remember seeing that debut that he had in this tournament and just thinking, well, this man could certainly be a difference maker in this tournament, and he gets it again. What can he do now?
Alok Akesh.
And Faris Abdallah, the centre-back. Probably not the man you want marauding forward with it, but Mozamil certainly could be a game changer. That ball, I think he was offside anyway, but they've sent it.
Dinked out there for a corner.
No real team on top yet, is there? I wouldn't say.
No, it's been very tense, but not as violent as I was expecting it to be, and punched out there.
What a save that is there. I mean, we've seen attacking players or outfield players playing goal before, but never from the off. And that's certainly something that I'm sure he wasn't expecting. When he told his family that he'd been called up to South Sudan for this tournament, they certainly weren't expecting his moment to be in goal. I don't know what's gone on there.
And that's a free kick.
I think they just continue missing the ball there, but one of the big lads up front's gone down. Al Sadiq Adams on the floor, and the 15 protesting his innocence, but something tells me he's probably not innocent there.
I don't think he's that innocent there. I think that was cynical.
Sadiq Adam is he's clipped, isn't he? And then he's just been booted by his own teammate there, which has probably made it a little bit worse.
Zach Benasio there finds his way into the book, and Sadiq Adam is off the pitch at the minute, receiving treatment on the sideline. We'll get down to Karoon as soon as we can there, after this corner probably. Get some updates.
And the ball in.
Oh, and a great save there. And another
it's been
great
cleared
save.
off the line. And South Sudan live to fight another day.
Here's a look at Kesh, marauding forward now.
And Kesh has gone, hasn't he, here? They're at 6s and 7s at the back here. They're all at sea, and it's been played.
Leon Kamis
with the goal! There it is. On the counter-attack. And that is a petrifying celebration.
Sublime counter-attacking play there.
Look at the pace of Akesh there. No one anywhere near him.
It came off the line, didn't it, at the other end, and went further than the line.
It should have been 1-0 to Sudan. They really should have taken the lead of this tie.
Fantastic counter-attack.
And look at the timing of that pass there. Just 1 second later, Kamis is offside, doesn't waste any time, slots it past. And you've got to say, if it wasn't for the centre forward playing in goal, this could be a different scoreline right now.
Very much so.
Unfortunately for the Sudanese, still no sign of Al Sadiq Adam on the pitch. Or it doesn't look as if he's anywhere near the pitch. I can't see his large frame. His number 20 shirt. And that's a ball which is going to go straight out of play. 1-0 South Sudan. Pratino got that goal in the opening game.
Oh, that's a wasted pass there. But here's Abdallah. And Ahmed. Abdelmanan finds Al-Sadiq Adam. He's back from injury.
He is. Oh, he scored!
What a way to return to the pitch. He doesn't look injured there, does he?
He certainly doesn't look injured there. I wasn't expecting that strike either. And you can hear the boos. That must be the South Sudanese there.
Yeah, tensions arising in the stadium now.
And well, he just kind of turned his defender there, didn't he? And he's smashed it at the near post. And I think that's, if you have a goalkeeper in there, that's 1-0 still.
I think so.
Nothing, you can't blame the goalkeeper for that there, though. Unfortunately, it's Gennaro will be he will be the villain of the piece, won't he? When if the South Sudanese don't manage to capitalise on this opportunity they've got. Yeah, you'd expect a professional keeper to do better there.
Yeah, maybe he had better positioning, better reaction times. But let's take nothing away from the finish of Adam there, especially...
He turns outside, doesn't he? And it's a nice hit.
Especially whilst carrying a knock.
Yeah, well, that knock doesn't seem to be affecting him there, does it?
Certainly not.
And there it is, this game hotting up. Spicy occasion now. And here is Moga.
Attack Lual.
Oh,
he's hit that one.
And he hit it hard, didn't he? Because I thought the keeper should have just gathered that one.
Well, it's won a corner.
And nice little flick from him at first as well. And then he drives this ball. Oh, it moves, doesn't it? You see it move. Yeah. Good save from the keeper, really, in the end. Especially in the conditions. Could have a moist football.
James Moga whips this one in. He's always been on duty so far. And
it's saved again.
There was a cheeky quick header there from
Aluka-Kesh. Driven in. Oh, it is saved. The number 7 looked like he was about to head it away anyway. But the keeper's equal to it.
Bit of confusion there on the line, though. Hoping to cause it again with James Moga. And this is back post this time.
And this one headed back into the area. Aluka-Kesh pushed away.
Another great save.
Going to go to Arthur Thomas. Leon Camise now. A catch again. Duka Jock. Can see him infiltrate the defence many a time, but it's gone out to Al-Sadiq Adam. Still got his knock apparently. Still
twisting
going.
And turning and
he's been hit again, hasn't he?
Getting fouled again.
And he's furious this time. He's up off his feet now.
Just a finger wag this time. Oh no, it's a yellow card.
Dada in the book. Somebody's Dada.
Tension's flaring now.
And he's run into him there, hasn't he, really?
Yeah.
Dada's just completely cocked that up, and Al-Sadiq Adams just thought, I'm just going to go straight into him. And we'll just see. I don't really know what to do with this, so we're just going to drive it in. And that was miles over the bar, wasn't it, from Adam?
Yeah, slightly over the bar, yeah.
I mean, maybe another 5 yards out, that could be a different effort there.
Especially with a keeper who is inexperienced.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Sudan haven't just fired some shots on the net, really. You kind of would expect them to do that, perhaps. And that one there's gone through. Adam. And it's a great save from the keeper that time. I think you can't underestimate what he's done, and that's been sent back and
off the target there.
I think if that was on target, that might have been more troubling than the first effort.
He's impressed me here, Athiu.
Athiu's just come in, hasn't he? I mean, the whole tournament, this lad's been practicing with the strikers, and you get Gennaro getting himself sent off, and they go, right, you're big.
Well, this is where he'll excel, isn't it, on his footwork?
And Adam's coming in there, and he is a big forward, though, isn't he? So maybe. Oh,
and he's great ball there!
Oh no! I thought that was equal. What a pass that was!
I mean, Premier League teams will be looking at him there.
I mean, could he be the next Edison? Look at the way he's just picked that ball out, and the pace he had coming out as well.
Yeah, that was fantastic. If the goalkeeper had got an assist there, that would have been something else.
I tell you what, if they'd have gone through, I think they might have been starting him in goal anyway, even when Gennaro came back, because what a ball that was. But close game, pretty much even in possession. More shots from Sudan, but then again, more of them missing the target.
Yeah,
some ambitious efforts, haven't we?
Missing the target there.
4 on target each, and only 1 converted. But yeah, I mean, passing wise, Sudan seem to be passing a little bit more, but then you've got Aluka Kesh, haven't you, who's making things happen with his pace for South Sudan, running into that space, and it's only one pass that's really mattered in terms of South Sudan getting the goal.
Yep, Leon Kamis finishing it.
And what a finish it was.
It was indeed.
And take nothing away from the earlier save from Athiu, who's made an initial save, and then it's been cleared off the line, and then all of a sudden you've got the break going on, and they've steamed it into the back of the net.
Yeah, it was great football in that first half. Let's hope for more in the second.
I think it might get a little bit feisty now. I think both teams know they have to win this game.
And I think Sudan have figured out that the goalkeeper's not fully confident, and
they certainly are going to start shooting a little bit more. We could end up with some contenders for goal of the tournament in this game if they get one of them right. Even Adam's strike wasn't the best, but it was a nice finish.
Yep.
And, you know, if you get that half a yard of space, maybe it's an opportunity for someone like Abdelmonem, who we know can hit them. Maybe he can do that, and maybe he can change this game for Sudan. Maybe he can send them through into the knockout round. So
we'll get underway in the second half here.
We certainly shall. Just that one.
X. There we go.
Just switching back to the camera.
Here we go. South Sudan getting us underway in the second half now.
And there is Vitinho.
Oh, you can't press those two triggers at the same time, or that'll come up.
That is my fault there.
Mofdal Hassan
sends it over.
El Tahir. Mozamil. He's tried to play it in there. It was obscure.
He has, but it's ended up being... That wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's been sent out to some guy there. And here you go. He's
the goal scorer, Liam
Kamis. He's been good, and Patino for me has been good all tournament, but he's been
not looked there by Vitinho.
And Kamis has gone in a little bit heavily. And Arthur Thomas has got it, and now the South Sudanese decide to kick off about it. And look goes Kamis now.
I'm not sure why his shirt says USA Kamis, but
yeah, that did baffle me earlier in the torn, but he has gone in hard on Vitinho there, hasn't he? Yeah. And Vitinho, you can see the depth of the water there when Vitinho hits it. Almost like he landed there, looking like Tom Daly.
Oh, in Splash.
Indeed, yes, in Splash, because it certainly wasn't a good dive, was it? Speaking of dives, Egypt obviously too good for this tournament. So
Abdelmonem
here. It's a goal, there it is.
It's a nice little header there.
It's Mozamil. That is third of the tournament now.
Yep, Mozamil's third. Yazia Mozamil.
And you can see this is just poorly cleared there, isn't it? What's he looking at there? And Abdelmonem can just pick him out.
He laid it up on a plate for him.
And I mean, professional keeper, backup keeper, man off the street. You're not keeping that out, are you?
Certainly not, no.
He tries his best, does Athiu. There he is, Mozamil taking the lead, and that means my prediction is wrong. My 2-1 to the South Sudanese, who I felt have looked the better team throughout this tournament.
James Mulder.
As well, getting clattered.
Well, it was very heavy, that challenge, but referee
says
play on.
Zach Benasio.
Here he is, James Mulder. Aluk Akesh on the right hand side, tries to cross one in there, but it gets a bit blocked and takes the sting out of the attack there.
And Zach Benasio stayed forward. Here's Arthur Thomas now.
James Mulder. Well blocked there by that centre back or otherwise position defender.
And here's Ahmed. Patino
breaks that
settles it down. Benasio. Lovely ball out to Arthur Thomas. Atir Thomas. I don't know how you quite say his name, but
I like Arthur Thomas. I think it sounds nice.
That's kind of what he's been christened this tournament.
James Mulder.
I think James Mulder forgetting that it's in fact his team that don't have the goalkeeper and just sending that one from about 30 yards. But Mulder's not the sort of player that you can't expect that from.
Leon Kamis, James Mulder. Attack Luau.
And Luau scored.
Off the post.
Only just. The goalkeeper steamed out. And there it is, Luau. We've seen that flip many a time.
Yeah, that's the third time we've seen his flip.
And that's lucky because Moga could go his own there, but starts to lay it back off, and keeper almost gets there. Lual will take that one, won't he?
Great goal by Aitak Lual.
And you can see Moga there just using his string.
And honestly, I reckon the other team's goalkeeper might have reached that ball because he's got the pace, doesn't he?
I was going to say, Abiu might have got there, actually. Could be a benefit of having an outfield player. I mean, that's what they're trying to do in the Premier League, really, isn't it?
Very athletic goalkeepers.
Trying to have guys who can play outfield. I would be intrigued in seeing like an Alisson or Edison playing in the centre of the park, actually, but in the AFCON, that's where things like that actually happen. And here is Arthur Thomas.
Good attack here by South Sudan.
And I just think he felt like he wanted to make the most of that there. But
saw the stars, didn't he?
I mean, that pass there, and then he's got acres of space here. The right back doesn't know where he is. Cuts inside, keeps going, and it's miles wide, really. But we've seen some screamers in this tournament, so there's nothing to suggest that won't happen again here. Especially in a game which has such major implications politically, really, as well, doesn't it, this one? And there's a ball through and Moga's offside.
Just offside there. Didn't
he turned his man as well, didn't he? He doesn't have to. He's only just
millimetres.
I tell you what, that's only because you're not allowed to handball it, that, isn't it? Because his arm is much further ahead of Moga. And there is sent deep down the field, and big Al Sadiq Adam couldn't win it. Leon Kamis. And I don't know what they're doing.
It's been passed around there about 80 times.
They didn't need to do that, did they? And Aitak Lual even.
I think Sudan finally get it clear there. Just about.
And Sadiq Adam gets it. He's had a good game, Adam, actually. And they play it all the way back to Athiu.
He's good with his feet, isn't he?
Kicks out Arthur Thomas. Thomas, who we know, he's kind of that Dani Alves kind of right back, isn't he, Thomas? Likes to get forward a bit. And that has been played in.
James Moga!
Great save. What a strong wrist there from the keeper. Moga was right in behind there. Abdul Monaim. Here is Adam. Abdul Monaim again.
Oh, good leg there from Dada.
Dada in the book, though, isn't he?
He is yet to be very good there.
And there's Kamis. We know Kamis is a good forward-thinking player.
And he's been fouled there, has Kamis, but referee says advantage to be played. And here's Moga not taking advantage.
Wasting the advantage there, really. And that pass there's a shocker. As it goes to Ahmed, and Adam's gone. And Adam's hit hard there from the centre half. And is that Dada?
It is.
Already in the book, Dada. And what's the referee going to do here?
Which pocket's he going to reach for? It's a yellow card, and that means...
And Dada is gone.
Dada's going to the changing rooms early.
And it's Al Sadiq Adam again on the floor.
He's been in the wars, hasn't he?
He certainly has. I wonder if he'll actually stay on this time, because he's been good when he's been on the pitch, and that one there's just... I'll tell you what, that little flick there's just caught Dada out completely, hasn't it? That's caught him out completely.
So we've got to make a change here.
And he's injured, isn't he?
He's injured for the count there. Is Adam. So not many players to replace him. Yazir Mozamil is going to have to come on. And that's the apologies for the silence there.
Sorry, I do apologise about this.
As the tactics have been changed.
Just to making a little change there. Dominic Pretino is going to sit at centre half now for South Sudan.
And the crowd they seem to have calmed down a bit there. Very quiet indeed in the stadium. Eerie almost. Here's Vitinho in this quiet stadium. It's a goal.
It's in.
Great
and
work.
It's Mozamil again.
Who needs Adam when you've got Mozamil?
He's had a second half to remember, hasn't he? And El Tayeb there, the man who's made some good saves in this second half, keeping his side in it.
Well, the crowd's absolutely stunned here.
And obviously Adam's gone off completely, hasn't he? I forgot about that. I was wondering if he'd come back on. I wonder if he'll be back for the next game if they do indeed have a next game.
Hopefully it's just a flesh wound, nothing too serious.
And that's a great whip again. And Mozamil. The fans a little bit quiet though, aren't they? I feel like the majority of fans here are South Sudanese.
It's worrying.
It is, because they could be the side going home. You'd hope Sudan would bring more fans with them. But again, I mean, is it hard to get out of these nations? I think it might well be with some of the regimes in these two. But this has been a fairly pleasant game, actually. Only the one red card.
Just the one.
I was expecting a couple more, and that's a bad bit of play by Kamis.
South Sudan, 2 red cards this tournament, and Sudan with 1, and no other teams had a red card, so this is the least, what would the word be? I forget what they call it when people are well behaved on the football pitch.
Probably the worst behaved game, you probably say.
Yeah, that's certainly.
And that's almost been chipped over.
Disciplined. The least disciplined.
Yes, the least disciplined sides here. And there you go again. And he's been played in. It's Mozamil.
Oh, that was horrible for Mozamil.
It was. And the keeper's just chested it and played it out.
That's what he's good at.
It is his strength as a goalkeeper. Because he certainly doesn't have a strength normally as a goalkeeper, seeing as always a centre forward. But this is not a man you want to see steaming down there.
Certainly
and Lual's decided he can't be bothered to get in. But he does get in, he scores!
Fantastic volley there.
And you've got about 5 minutes of one of these teams needing to score, otherwise potentially both of them go home.
Is that Attack's 4th of the tournament?
It could well be. He's got himself up there in the goal-scoring charts now.
Just one shy of first place here. Attack Lual.
And Mozamil will be on 4 as well now, actually. So we've seen 2 of the more prolific goal scorers in this tournament now.
Huge goal there.
And James Moga, you can see the man with the goatee. Bit of pace here. I'm thinking at this point, Moga's going to go it alone. Lual's not bothered to get forward, and then he's just, what a perfectly placed cross that is.
A fantastic volley.
And the keeper can't do anything about it. Again, these goalkeepers, they can't do anything when the defence just don't. I mean, it's got that ball there is just perfectly placed, isn't it? It's gone behind the guy at the front post, and it's dropped just before the guy at the far post, and all Lual's got to do there is literally put his foot out. And that ball's in the net. The keeper's not going to save that.
And some game we've got coming.
In 5 minutes or 4 minutes perhaps now to get a winner. And one of these teams could be booking their ticket through. And as it stands, South Sudan, the beneficiaries of the draw. And here they go now, Attack Lual.
Here's James Moga.
And Moga is clipped. Ref says play on. Moga, if he hadn't turned, he would have been gone. Gone with the wind. What a tackle from Benasio.
Oh, that fella's gone through the earth there. But he's up now. A little bit of a glitch there in the matrix.
And a look at Tetch. He's in behind. Tetch, it's saved.
It's a big save there.
And could he have just simply squared that ball there to Attack Lual?
That could have cost South Sudan there the game.
And Ketch gets himself. Oh, he's wide open. All he has to do is find the net. It's a fine save from the goalkeeper.
Right at the goalie's dick there was the shot.
It was certainly in a
Moga.
In a dangerous place. And here's Moga. What's Moga's whip going to be like? Oh, and that's an anticlimactic end to this tie. Surely, as it goes to Mozamil, and surely the ref's going to blow here.
Yep, referee blows for 3-3.
3-all.
1 point each.
And that doesn't help Sudan. You can tell they know at this point that's just 2 points they'll take home from this tournament. South Sudan, that's 4 points. So Sudan, I believe, now mathematically eliminated from the competition.
They must be, yep. 2 points there behind Comoros, and that puts them out of the competition. South Sudan tied with Cape Verde at the top, so all to play for there still.
Cape Verde could still go, and he actually makes a double save there. I didn't notice that, so he saves it first, and then he saves it again.
Yeah, it's fantastic, wasn't it?
I thought it was cleared off the line, actually.
And it caused this, didn't it?
It did. This is literally just off it, so a great run for Malok Akesh. The man who really he could potentially be the villain here. It'll be worked out on goal difference, won't it? Unless it's is it worked out goal difference or head to head?
Goal difference is the next tally.
So it'll depend if Comoros can get a win against Cape Verde.
It does depend on the margin of the win.
But I can't see that happening, though, to be totally honest.
If Comoros win by 2, it would be drawn on 0 goal difference, so good one there to watch out for. But it's not in their hands, is it? And that's not what you want.
It's not in their hands, and South Sudan have done all they can, but you've got to be looking at Aluk Akesh. That last minute chance, if he just squares that to Attack Lual. do we end up with and that shot was going in, wasn't it? I remember that one swerving. Does that decision to keep the ball from Lukakesh, does it knock Sedan out the tournament, perhaps?
Well, it might prove to do so after an hour and a half time when we see the result of the other game. We'll know the fate of South Sudan as well.
I tell you what a strike that is. What a good save it is. Lukakesh all over in this game. And then here is Al Sadiq Adam again. Still in the first half. And this one here is a great save from Athieu. Really done himself justice, hasn't he, here?
Oh, he may as well be a professional goalkeeper.
He's conceded 3 goals, but so's the professional goalkeeper. And this is just Puma here. Because that's just passed straight to Abdul Manem. And that's easy. Easy as you like. And Mozamil, we know he's been prolific in that sort of area. With his head and his feet, actually, he could have scored with his feet in that situation. And then Lual and Mulga. Maybe too many passes, but finds the net in the end. And I don't think you can deny Attack Lual. He's been good in this tournament. He has with James Mulga.
Fantastic.
And this is a great save, this one, because that ball's going in. It's from the angle, but Mulga's hit it cleanly.
He's hit it with some power, yep. Oh, and
and you see that little flick there from Adam, and he just gets clattered by David Dada, doesn't he? Absolutely flattened by him.
Not necessarily a red card worthy offence, but it was his second yellow.
Yeah, it certainly was a yellow card, and Dada has to go at that point. And it looked like it was going to be game over for them, because at 2-2, this happened. Down to 10 men, now a goal down, 10 minutes left of the football match. And Sudan, the few Sudanese here, probably thinking, yep, we're on our way through. And then James Mulga had an effort which was deflected and almost looped over the keeper. And at this point you're thinking, yep, that's probably the last chance of the game for them. But not in the Cup of Nations. James Mulga with a great run. And this ball, absolute pinpoint.
Yeah, perfect ball.
Attack Lual with his second of the game. And I think that's probably the best result politically for the Sudan nations, really.
Neither team will be happy, though.
And they won't be. They'll have to do a rematch. But it certainly won't be happening in this tournament, because both of them, one of them sides will be gone. And
Zero fouls.
0 fouls and not caught offside at all.
Where's the offside? Oh, yeah. 0 offsides, yeah.
And South Sudan, 6 fouls.
South Sudan are a dirty team, aren't they?
And South Sudan are going to be disappointed, actually. More shots in the end of the game, and more shots on target. Possession pretty much even Steven. But does make a difference, because the Sudan goalkeeper 7 saves in the tie, and you're thinking, well, that could well be a absolute game changer for them, having that professional goalkeeper. But they are out of the tournament now. Mozamil
man of the match.
The last time that we see him, man of the match. Great performance from him. Adam had a good performance, if you ask me.
Yep.
Good tie, that. Enjoyable fixture.
Certainly, and Athieu only got a 5.0 rating as goalkeeper, which I think's harsh.
He didn't make many saves, did he? But I think what he did do is he just commanded his area as best as he can. And for a lad who's played at centre forward for the majority of his career, to come in, he didn't actually get on the pitch either. As a forward, the only time he's featured in the but he might yet feature again, so we could see Athieu back in, maybe playing in his natural position, because he's certainly done well. But I mean, how do you replace Lual or Mulga? We never know what might happen, though. But yeah, what a fantastic occasion that was, and I'll be happy to get back.
We'll see you for Comoros Cape Verde in an hour and a half.
We certainly shall,
right here on the Crap World Cup channel.
BBC Sport. Make sure you get on that website, watch these highlights, because what a game this has just been. Adios.